First Sasha Banks, then Naomi, now MJF. The era of empowered pro wrestlers is upon us, and I stand by all three.
Wow, you're in the mix with Pro Wrestling Biz.
AEW is in flames as MJF became the latest pro wrestler in a contract dispute to tell an overpowered promoter where to stick it. The night before he's to take place in one of the biggest matches in AEW history at AEW Double or Nothing. And just like I stand by Sasha and Naomi for sticking to their guns and helping to shift the power to the wrestler, I stand by MJF for the exact same reasons. It was real punk rock to see Toni Storm or Jeff Hardy force their way out of a WWE contract to go to AEW. Hell, it was celebrated. With 2024 just around the corner and a lot of contracts coming up, AEW is now getting a taste of its own medicine, and you love to see it. MJF has leverage in this situation, and he knows his worth. Like a top athlete holding out of a contract to get paid, MJF is doing the same. It's not professional, but let me say it again for the drones in the back. I'm okay with a professional wrestler being unprofessional because I don't believe in the profession. I believe in the wrestler. Once upon a time in baseball, being a professional meant honoring your contract by playing for one team your whole career, shutting the up, and never asking for a trade no matter how much you hate St. Louis. Then came Curt Flood, shout out to him, who said, "That don't work for me, brother." And if this is what MJF has to do to get paid, then so be it. The more wrestlers who know their worth in this business and refuse to waver from it, the more Sasha Bankses, the more Naomis, and the more Cody Rhodeses will be created to shake up the economics of this business and give power back to the pro wrestler. On camera, MJF, the character, has mastered the art of taking the very best of old school wrestling tactics. Off camera, MJF, the person, has mastered the art of taking the very best of old school wrestling tactics, namely out-carnying the carny by threatening to walk out of an event right before a big match, possibly for a payoff. Shout out to Jeff Jarrett, who was in a similar situation with WWE in 1999, where he reportedly held them up for $300,000. Did he get blackballed? Of course not. Only black trailblazers get blackballed. In fact, Jeff Jarrett just landed a high-level executive position with WWE, the same company he burned in '99. Because at the end of the day, pro wrestling's dirty little secret is that Vince McMahon and the rest of this industry reward people with the balls to stand up to the machine and win. That's why I'm rooting for MJF. There are enough people in wrestling who do as they're told, and more power to them. Seriously, get it how you live. But wrestling also needs more individuals willing to challenge a broken system, one where independent contractors are lucky to taste the crust of a multi-billion-dollar pie. Say what you will about the bullshit contract they signed, but most top stars who play hardball with their contracts end up getting paid. GOAT quarterback Aaron Rodgers, Go Pack Go, pulled this same stunt with my Green Bay Packers, and all he did was mess around and become the highest paid player in NFL history. Why should pro wrestlers be any different? Go Max Go. This isn't the first time Tony Khan has dealt with a talented athlete forcing his way out of Jacksonville. Yannick Ngakoue went full Curt Flood by going on Twitter himself and telling Tony Khan he was no longer lending his services to the trash-ass Jaguars. Ngakoue landed with the Raiders, who are now a dark horse Super Bowl contender because after stealing Ngakoue last year, they stole Devontae Adams from my Packers this year. Go Pack Go! Meanwhile, the Jaguars have been the worst team in the NFL for the last 2 seasons and counting. Know your worth, Kings. Though MJF, Sasha Banks, and Naomi are in similar situations, AEW and WWE are not. You see, WWE can afford to deal with a handful of malcontents, let alone 2. It has the infrastructure to replace even its biggest stars, all while continuing to make record profits no matter who's headlining WrestleMania. That's a luxury AEW does not have. If there are more MJF and even Cody Rhodes situations with AEW, that will have a direct impact on AEW ratings, buy rates, you name it. And in a company where wrestlers have more freedom compared to WWE, the fact that AEW is just a few holdouts away from falling apart also gives their wrestlers more leverage. Woo! Will MJF get on that damn plane? Will Wardlow get his big win? And where's Samoa Joe? Tell me in the comments.